Hello everyone, the chapter begins with Jin-Woo waking up to a call from his sister, reminding him about an interview at her school. Jin-Woo quickly becomes the center of attention during the meeting. The interviewer asks him if he is willing to let his sister become a hunter, given that she could attend any medical university she wants due to her excellent grades. Jin-Woo replies with a firm no, prompting the interviewer to mention there is a problem. The scene then transitions to Jin speaking with one of his sister's classmates, who also wants to become a hunter and is planning to leave school. Jin invites her to join his guild. Meanwhile, an agent from the association arrives at the airport to greet Dong-soo, an S-rank hunter who has come solely to settle a score with Jin-Woo in a dungeon. Jin is later seen arriving at a portal where reporters have gathered. An A-rank tank, Kim Chul, interrupts, urging everyone to hurry. Hunters of various ranks join the raid, entering the dungeon together. Jin-Woo senses a familiar energy, similar to what he felt in the double dungeon. It turns out that the C-rank portal has transformed into a red gate. Jin-Woo quickly warns the reporters to inform the S-rank hunters outside. Meanwhile, inside the portal, the girl asks Jin what's happening, and he explains that they are in a red gate. Unlike regular portals, red gates cut off all communication with the outside world, and the only way to escape is by defeating the boss or finding a dungeon break. He also warns that monsters inside are far stronger than the estimated rank. At that moment, they are attacked by ice elves, who immediately target the two weakest hunters, one of whom is the girl. She asks what these creatures are, and Jin explains that they are ice elves, feared by hunters and nicknamed White Demons. Kim Chul declares himself the leader since he is the strongest, stating that everyone must follow his orders to survive. He insists that hunters ranked C or lower should not accompany him. The girl decides to stay with Jin's group, splitting the team into two. Jin's group heads into the forest, while Kim's group goes in another direction. Kim's group soon encounters ice bears, but Kim proves his strength by easily defeating one on his own. Meanwhile, Jin's group is deep in the freezing forest. Jin pulls winter coats from his inventory to keep everyone warm. The girl questions who Jin really is, and he responds that since he brought her along, he will take responsibility for her. But she cannot ask him any questions. Jin tells the rest of the group not to ask or demand anything of him either. Their conversation is interrupted by the appearance of an ice bear. Outside, an S-rank hunter named Baek declares that the portal is now completely sealed, and even A-rank hunters will be lucky to survive. At the same time, Dong-soo arrives, having come only because he knows Jin-Woo is inside the portal. Dong-soo believes Jin will die in there. However, inside the dungeon, Jin-Woo uses only his physical strength to defeat all the nearby ice bears with a single blow, leaving everyone astonished. Jin remarks that red gates yield much more experience points. Later, while the group is having dinner, they wonder who Jin is and why he left to work out. In reality, Jin was using his shadow soldiers to eliminate the remaining ice bears, including the help of Igris. Jin realizes that his fire mage soldiers are powerful, but consume too much mana. Suddenly, the leader of the ice bears appears, quickly defeating Jin's shadow soldiers and mages, leaving only Igris. Jin tells Igris to step up, and Igris impresses everyone by slashing the bear multiple times. Even Jin-Woo is astonished. Ultimately, Igris easily defeats the ice bear leader. Jin notes that if Igris had used his sword throughout the entire battle, the bear might have won. Jin also admits that he is still not as strong as Igris. Meanwhile, Kim's group is overrun by ice elves. Terrified, Kim flees, in fear, marking the end of the chapter. Chapter 2 begins with Jin using a rise on the bear boss, and the other bears acquire a new army. Then we see the others talking, and it has been 3 hours. which would be 3 days inside the portal. Dong-soo gets tired of waiting and thinks that this Sung Jin-Woo must already be dead, but he has a doubt. Is Sung Jin-Woo from the Byakko Guild? Dong-soo asks. The journalist responds that Jin-Woo is an acquaintance of his and that he brought him because he wanted to witness a C-rank raid. Dong-soo says he's leaving, but suddenly turns around and grabs the journalist by the neck, saying he's good at sniffing out interesting things. Baek stops him, and Dong-soo lets go of the journalist, who says they need to stop or else there will be an S-rank fight. They exchange blows, and then we see Kim, who notices what the E-rank team did. He wonders how they managed to pull it off and thinks maybe it was the White Demons, the elves. Then he leaves. The scene shifts to the S ranks, and we see the assistant stopping them saying, "Well, good thing you held back. Otherwise, you might have broken your arms." He also tells Dong-soo that he ran an evaluation on Jin, confirming that he's E rank, and says Jin's brother died fighting monsters. Dong-soo leaves, and we see Kim finding the others. Kim wonders how they survived, and he's furious. Kim accuses them of taking everything and believes it was the B-rank woman who knew everything from the start, which is why she sided with the weak. Just as Kim is about to attack, Jin punches him, sending him flying several meters away. Jin notices that the elves have also arrived, following Kim. Jin talks to the leader of the elves, and without realizing it, they are speaking in another language. Jin thinks this must be the work of the system. The leader tells Jin that one of them informed him there was someone strong among the group, and he wanted to face him, but before the elf leader finishes speaking, Jin swiftly cuts off his head. Jin faces the leader, who says defeating him won't be easy. The leader then asks Jin why he is among humans if he isn't one. Jin replies, "What?" The leader says, "It seems even you don't know what you are." The leader offers a deal. If Jin hands over the humans behind him, they won't touch him. Jin asks, "What are you, and why are you fighting humans?" But before the elf leader can answer, he glitches, and Jin notices, wondering what that was. Jin rejects the proposal to hand over his friends. The elf leader says Jin is outnumbered. Jin responds, "Who, me?" and summons his shadow army. Everyone is stunned, wondering what is happening. A war breaks out between the elves and the shadow soldiers. Jin's friends try to escape, but elven archers aim at them. Just as they fire, Jin intercepts the arrows and takes down the archers in 1 second. Jin admits that the elf leader is stronger than he is, and they fight. The battle is evenly matched, with continuous attacks and dodges. The elf leader lands the first blow, knocking Jin back. But Jin's shadow mages launch a massive fireball, hitting the elf leader. Kim Chol wakes up and moves to attack Jin, as does the elf leader. Jin creates a snow curtain from which a giant shadow soldier emerges. Jin had anticipated Kim's attack, so he moves first, and Igris defeats Kim. Jin uses Arise on Kim, creating a new shadow soldier capable of facing the elf leader alone. Jin names the new soldier Iron. The elf leader battles Iron, but can't overpower him. The elf then asks Jin to fight him all at once, to which Jin agrees, setting up an epic 3 versus 1 battle. The elf tries to take Iron down first, but Iron distracts him, allowing Jin to stab the elf. Jin tells the elf leader to look at his soldiers, and the shadow army has already defeated the rest of the elves. Only the elf leader remains. Jin uses his weapon to distract the elf, and then has Iron trap him. The shadow mages attack the elf leader too, but the elf overpowers Iron and declares he will kill everyone. Jin, now invisible, stabs the elf leader in the side. Iron reappears and finishes off the elf with a powerful blow, winning the fight. Jin's friends ask if it's over, and Jin confirms. They prepare to leave the portal. Jin attempts a rise on the elf leader, but fails after 3 tries. The scene shifts to the outside, where the Byakko Guild president, Baek, assumes Kim Chul succeeded, but only 2 people exit the portal. Baek asks, "What happened to the others?" Then Jin and Jin's sister's friend emerge, and the portal closes. Baek asks what happened to Kim Chul, noticing the expressions on the survivors' faces. He wonders how the weakest ranks managed to get out. Jin leaves with the girl, but Baek stops him, saying he has many questions. Jin replies that he's very tired and tells Baek to speak to his guild. Baek grabs Jin again, saying that 6 of his guild members are missing, and as the person responsible, Jin needs to answer. Jin says, "I saved the other 2. Shouldn't you be thanking me if I'm responsible?" Baek apologizes and agrees, lamenting the situation. Baek asks Haejin why Jin is so on edge. She explains that he became like this after defeating the boss. The journalist suggests that Jin is just exhausted and isn't a bad guy. The journalist tells An to do whatever it takes to recruit Jin into the guild. Jin drops the girl off at her house and reflects that the only thing he managed to acquire from the elf boss was his sword. The next day, Jin and Jiho head to a raid with the girl. Jiho wonders who she is, why she calls Jin Jin-Woo, and if they have that kind of relationship. Jiho tells Jin that Sonji is underage, and Jin nonchalantly asks, "So what?" leaving Jiho stunned. They head off, and the chapter ends.